everyone, welcome to this video where we're going to be talking about some of my favorite So Me songs to teach in elementary music. So these are songs that I typically teach to like kindergarten, first grade, even into second grade, especially because I don't teach kindergarten, so my stuff's pushed back a little bit, to help introduce So and Me. So all of these songs are going to have just So and Me in them, and I use them typically to either prep, present, or practice So and Me, our first two melodic notes. Now, a little side note before we get to So and Me, I have a whole video about how to teach melody, so I will link that down below. But basically, we spent a lot of time talking about high and low and upward and downward and all that kind of stuff. And we even for a long time will sing patterns that are So Me on the words high and low. So we'll sing like high, low, and we'll play them on the instruments, and we'll just kind of get used to them before we ever get to So and Me. That way we're like super into it. We really understand, you know, all of the things. So that being said, So and Me are the first two notes that I introduce for, you know, melody as far as high and low. And so these are some of my favorite songs to use them with. Number one is going to be Starlight Starbright. Now also I will mention some of these have different versions, and in some versions they have la, and in some versions they have do, and like, you know, folk songs just are crazy. So these are the versions that I know that I use, that I have, you know, used in my class, and so you might have a different version, and if so, then, you know, sorry. But the first one is Starlight Starbright. I love this song. I especially love it at the beginning of second grade as kind of a review, because it has So and Me and it has quarter and eighth notes, and those are the only things in it, so there's nothing they don't know, and it's pretty good. I also love it for second grade because second grade learns about like the moon and the stars, and so we do like a whole thing in second grade typically where we talk about the moon and the stars and all of that kind of stuff to kind of go along with it. This song goes: Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. Wish I may, wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. Now for this one I have a whole bunch of stuff. I actually have a whole video talking about all the things that I do with this lesson, so I will keep this version brief. But basically a few of my favorite things to do with this one is we will identify So and Me's, we'll identify the quarter and the eighth notes, and we'll talk about things that we wish for. If we were gonna wish on a star, what would we wish for? And one of my favorite things to do is to get flashlights and turn the lights out and have the kids lay on their back and have them move the flashlight around. Sometimes we do it just for fun, and sometimes I have them trace the So's and the Me's. So starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. So they're like tracing the melody but with the flashlights. That's really fun. And we'll talk about things that we, you know, would wish for in the star. We point to the high and low parts of the song, and then we also put it with other like spacey themed songs as well. I will link that video down below, and I'm also gonna link the blog post for this video. So most of my, well, all of my blog posts have videos that go along with them, so most of my videos have blog posts as well. But the reason I'm going to link it is because all the songs that I mentioned today have the sheet music as well as an audio track you can listen to, and as well as a printable PDF version. I'm not even going to ask for your email. You can just click on it, print it, and then, you know, go on your merry way. And so all of those are there if you need them. This one also has a whole lesson pack, so if you want all the visuals to show, I have like Google Slides lessons where I show, you know, and introduce and show like how to introduce So and Me and all that kind of stuff. So you can check the link down below for all of those things. And then we're gonna go on to number two. Number two is the song Good Night or Good Night Sleep Tight, and it's very simple. It's just a little lullaby that goes: good night, sleep tight, friends will come tomorrow night. This one I love when we are doing stuff with stuffed animals. So like if we do our brown bear game, which I will link below because your kids will love that one too. We're gonna have all the links today. But I love to do it with stuff when we're using like stuffed animals, so that we can rock our stuffed animals to sleep. And that's a really fun like transition, especially if you're gonna put them away. And so we do that a lot of times at the end, or I'll have them like rock to the steady beat at the end as like a calming down activity. And then you can also use this one to work on So and Me, of course, because it has So and Me in it. Number three is my second grader's absolute favorite song this year, and this is called Quien es esa gente. This song is in Spanish. It is so cute and so simple, and it goes, I'll sing it first and then I'll say the words a little bit more slowly. So it goes: Quien es esa gente que anda por allí, hace mucho ruido, no deja dormir. So the words are Quien es esa gente, who are all these people, que anda por allí, who are walking there, Hace mucho ruido. They're making so much noise. No deja dormir. They will not let me sleep. So this is like an answer. You could almost do like good night and then do this one and be like, I can't sleep because these people are being so loud. This is a really cute one. I do this with 2nd grade all the time. They are obsessed with it because I made up a game that goes along with it. So in the game, what we do is I have one person be the sleeper and they lay down on the floor and everyone else walks around. And then at the end of the song, everyone freezes and the sleeper wakes up. And if the sleeper sees someone moving, they go and tap that person on the shoulder. They're only allowed to get one person. So they go and tap the one person and then that person comes back and now they're both sleepers. And so then the 2nd round, you have 2 people go and tap someone on the shoulder. And so now you have 4 people sleeping and then you can have more and more and more. And so it makes it so that the game goes really quickly at the end. It is a little chaotic, but it is a lot of fun if you can get them to do it right. Now, if that is a little bit too much or you need something a little calmer, we've also done just like a traditional freeze dance where if the sleeper sees you moving, you're just out. And that has worked because I have some 2nd grade classes that are a little more rambunctious than others, and so that's good. Things stay in their spot, you know, and like we don't have the tapping and they just like call them out. So 2 different ways to play that game. It is always a huge hit and they love this song. We play it on the xylophones, we sing it, we play the game, and we are actually revisiting it yet again because we're now working on quarter rest and it has quarter rest at the end. So really great song. Highly recommend if you've never used it because it is so much fun. Again, you can get the sheet music down below. And then I also have a lesson pack for this one so you can get all the visuals, you can get all of the things so that you can show the kids. It has the game, it introduces So and Me, and all of that good stuff. All right, number 4 is the song Cuckoo. This song is really cute. It's a like call and response. And so it goes, I'm gonna like hold up my hand so you can see who's singing what. So it goes, cuckoo, cuckoo, who are you? I'm a bird. Do you sing? Yes, I do. Sing then, cuckoo. Okay, so the way I like to teach this one is we start by, I'll just teach them the whole thing and then I'll show them a visual up on the screen. I do have a lesson pack for this one as well and it has different colors for the 2 different versions. And so then I'll be like, okay, you're gonna sing the, whatever, I don't remember what color it is, but you're gonna sing the blue part or whatever and I'm gonna sing the pink part, okay? And so we'll practice that and then we'll switch so they do the other part. And then I'll ask if someone wants to come up and try it by themselves. And they're like, yeah. And so I'll have someone come up and they'll sing with me. And then I'll have 2 kids come up and do it with each other. One thing that's really fun is if you can have like 2 different bird puppets because they're, you know, supposed to be cuckoo birds, puppets or stuffed animals, and have each one do it. And you can also have them like show the contour so they can do cuckoo, cuckoo, who are you? So they can hold up the birds like to show the So and Me as well as, you know, have that. And then also if your kids don't want to sing by themselves, having 1, getting to hold the animals, very exciting. 2, it kind of gives like a buffer. It's like, oh, well, the animal's singing, not me. That's what I tell them. Like when I do it, I'll hold up my little owl guy and I'll be like, now it's Bizet's turn, so you can't sing when Bizet is singing because Bizet is gonna sing this part. And I, you know, and obviously they know it's me, but still, it really helps that way. All right, the next one is one that I love around Halloween time, and that is Witch, Witch. So this is a really fun singing game, and it goes, witch, witch, fell in a ditch, picked up a penny and thought she was rich. Are you my children? Yes, we're your children. Are you my children? And then the class says, no, you old witch, and really make sure you emphasize that W. So this one is fun. It's in 6/8, which makes it a little more interesting. It also is just So and Me, and it's got a really fun like chase game that you can do along with this. So what you do is everyone sings, witch, witch, fell in a ditch, picked up a penny and thought she was rich. Then the witch sings, are you my children? And the kids sing, yes, we're your children. And usually they do that twice. And then the 3rd time she says, are you my children? And they say, no, you old witch. And at that point, the kids then have to run to the safe zone while the witch chases them and tries to, you know, capture all of them. So I have like a little in my Google Slides actually, which I will link below. I have like a whole scene. And the way I like to do this one is I'll have them read the little witch hats that show the so's and the me's. And so they'll figure out the pattern first. Then I'm like, great, I'm gonna sing it. And then I have like almost like a slideshow version of the story. And so it has the witch and it says all of the words, and then it has like little blurbs. So it says, has the kids saying, are you my children? She's saying, Yes. And when I have them, I have the kids in costumes. So then we talk about like, okay, why would she be asking if they're her children? Oh, because she's in they're in costumes, so she can't see who they are. And like, you know, oh, why would they say that they are her children when they're not really her children? And so we get some of that like critical thinking in, which is fun. And then also like chase games. One thing I will say is that I like to do it where I am the witch, so that one, the kids aren't yelling at one of the other kids that they are a witch. And two, when I am the one chasing you, it's a lot calmer than when the kids are chasing each other. So I can also make sure, you know, I tap very gently and I don't accidentally push anybody, and you know, all those things. So I really like doing that, and they think it's just the funniest thing ever to be chased around by their music teacher. So I like to do that myself, but you can do it however you would like to do it. All right, the next one is Saw Sacradown. Sacradown, I can never say that right. This one's also in 6/8, and it goes, Saw Sacradown, which is the way to London town. One foot up and the other foot down. That is the way to London town. This one I like to say we're going on a journey, and we like journey around the room while we go to London town 1 foot at a time. So I don't have anything like super amazing about that one, except that it's cute and it's in 6/8. And I think this is the last one is the song Macaroni. I love this song. If anyone knows where it came from, please let me know, because I just like found it randomly. The website I saw it on just said like folk song, so I don't know, but it's super cute and my kids absolutely love it. I have a little pony, his name is Macaroni. He trots and trots and then he stops. Macaroni. So that last macaroni is a solo, and so what we do is we all sit in a circle, and I have some hobby horses that actually my mom made, but if you don't have hobby horses, you can just get like a pool noodle and like fold the top and then like tape it up, and you can even put like a horse face on it, and use that. And so whoever is on macaroni rides macaroni around the circle, and at the end, wherever they stop, whoever they stop next to gets to sing the macaroni by themselves, and then they become the new macaroni. So usually they switch out and they get to be there, and I either have the kids sit in that spot, or I'll have the kids come and keep the beat on the xylophones for usually like 3. So usually I set 3 up, and I'll have them sit at 1, and then they scooch down the next time, they scooch down the next time, they go back to their seat the next time. So that's a good way to like time it to make sure that they, you know, get a chance, but that they get back to their seats. And it's a really huge hit. It's really fun, and it's like a seated game. There's only 1 person up at a time, which I also like because it cuts down a bit on the chaos. Because again, I like this one in like 1st and 2nd grade, and you know, sometimes they can be kind of rambunctious. So those are a few of my favorite Sew and Me songs. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below, because I'm always looking for some that are, especially that are just Sew Me, because it's really hard to find them that are just 2 notes. So leave those suggestions in the comments, and thank you in advance for that. And also thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the blog post down below so that you can download the sheet music to any of those that you were interested in, and more details and all of that. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.